greet you in the name of Jesus Christ. It is a great joy and an honor to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity and privilege to take a moment just to greet you from Fuller Theological Seminary. I want to say, as we just heard from John Wallace, what a great honor it feels to us who live here in Los Angeles that this conference would be held here this year. We're aware that it's a new experience and we're very honored that you would come here. It's a place with great needs, and John has just spoken so eloquently about that. And at Fuller, we're seeking to do the same kind of thing. How do we seek to form leaders, global leaders, for kingdom vocations? How do we form men and women who are going to be global leaders, people that will scatter around the globe with a global mindset through the lordship and love and mercy and justice of Jesus Christ? How will we form global leaders for kingdom vocations, people that live under the reign of God in any and every form of life and ministry? I found it so moving tonight to see all of the missionaries that were honored. Extraordinary legacy. Anyone who's been paying attention to the history of the church in the 20th and 21st century have been deeply moved by the Korean mission. Fuller has had the great privilege of being connected in learning from the Korean church and in seeking to serve the Korean church, and it continues to be one of our highest priorities to try to understand how we can best stand alongside what God is doing through you and through the millions of Koreans scattered in the Korean diaspora around the world and throughout the United States. We're honored by what we at Fuller have learned about the grace and mercy and love of God through the Korean church. We're thankful for the opportunity that we have to stand alongside you and to learn from you, and also to try to be people who can contribute to the upholding and development and maturing of the Korean church. It is an astounding story of God's faithfulness, and it is for me always a point of great honor to have the chance to be able to see and hear more about what God is doing in and through the Korean church. I grew up outside the life of the church entirely. I wasn't raised in a Christian home. But it was for me, even as a young student growing up, an awareness that I had that something was happening in Korea that involved the church, and that the mission of God through the Korean church was one of the great instruments that God had raised up to affect the cause of evangelism and to help transform a world that needed the touch of the gospel. So at Fuller, we're deeply committed to this, and we're grateful for the legacy of our honored faculty and of our staff and of our Korean students. We're thankful for the opportunity that we have to just recently launch a Korean center and attempt to uphold the strength of both of our two Korean programs in our School of Theology and in our School of Intercultural Studies. We're grateful to have launched now a new international search for a director for this Korean center, and we look forward to the person that God is going to bring to help lead Fuller's mission to serve the Korean church in whatever way we can. It's really a great joy to be here tonight, to just take this brief moment to give you a greeting from Fuller Theological Seminary and all of its manifestation, our 45,000 alums in various places all around the world, and so many of whom have been Koreans, whose life and love and ministry, whose experience of the gospel, whose proclamation of the gospel, whose demonstration of the gospel has made such a difference in people's lives. Thank you for the honor and privilege of being here. And you and this conference will continue in my prayers and the prayers of our seminary. God bless you all.